my beautiful stars, shining brightly as you are. It's Be Positive K here because I want you to be positive, K. And I am back with another pick a card reading for you guys. And in this pick a card reading, it's going to be all about how you attract love into your life, the ways in which you attract it, how you go about attracting it, and all of that good stuff. So, to start off, we have pile 1, and all of these crystals here that you see on top are all quartz, so you have no worries. It's just the different colors in it in which you feel drawn to. If you like that crystal, or even just the pile that resonates with you more and you're drawn to that more, then I definitely say go with that pile that resonates with you, or crystal. Now, to start off, we have pink quartz, and then we have here for pile 2 with red quartz, excuse me, and then we have for pile 3 strawberry quartz. So I'm going to give you all a few minutes here, a couple moments here, and just meditate, breathe, and figure out what pile crystal that resonates with you and go with that pile. So I'll leave you to it. Alright, now if you chose pile 1 with the pink quartz, then this will be your reading, guys. So let's get into this. I'll pop it up right here. And I also wanted to make a little comment. Sorry for whatever noise that you hear in the back. I am on a very busy street, so that is a bunch of traffic that you might be hearing in the background. So just sorry for that. But pile 1, how do you attract love into your life? Let's find out the nitty-gritty details for you. So to start off with, I have a crystal card here for you, and we're gonna reveal. Alright, so it says listening, throat chakra with a Lamar. Excuse me. Larimar, I'm going to say. So it's the throat chakra. My throat is definitely needing to be cleared. So definitely need to work on my throat chakra, I suppose. But listening, if you want to be heard, learn to listen. Alright, so that's your starting off card for what you need to maybe give a little bit more in that area of love, or it's the aspect that you would love to be heard more, and that you wish to have that same listening that you might give to somebody else. And you might do that so much that you are such a good listener, but you want to be heard as well. And it's that other aspect that you have to have, the give and take of learning to be heard and learning to listen. So there's the start off card for you guys, pile number 1. And we're gonna go off with our other 3 cards that we have here for you. Your romance, what you're bringing in. It says retreat here. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, so maybe in you and how you bring love into your life is always being able to take that time for yourself to retreat and disconnect, and being able to find that same love that you have for yourself, as well as for the love that you have for those around you, be it your partner, be it friends, family. Whatever love that you have, you always know that you have to disconnect from time to time. And then we have here, you deserve love. You know you are lovable. You know you are deserving of love. And love is always there for you. I definitely see that within you, knowing that retreating from time to time and taking that time for yourself, you have the self-love for yourself, the self-care for yourself. You know you're lovable and you know you are deserving of love. And then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Alright, pile one. I definitely get the vibe here that it's definitely the aspects that you might feel undeserving from time to time, but taking that time for yourself and staying optimistic brings that sense of positivity and that sense of motivation and desire, the drive that you might be lacking in those areas. And that's where maybe the listening has to come into play, because retreating, you have to listen to yourself. You have to listen to how your body is feeling and how you're feeling, as well as others might be feeling. Excuse me. But listening to anything at all, the words being told to you and what is being shown in physical ways, you know, reading body language. You can listen to somebody by reading their body language just the same. So if you can learn to listen in all areas of your life, not just with words, but you know, body language and everything else, and even for yourself, then that's where it definitely makes it all the better for you, pile one, because you know, like I said, you have that understanding for yourself that you need to take this time to disconnect, and then in that disconnection you learn to stay optimistic and know that your worth is so much more, and that's where you become so much more lovable. And because you know you're deserving of that love, you put yourself out there. Because you are staying optimistic, you're bringing in romance by having that faith in your love life, by being positive. All right, guys, I love it. And then we're going to continue on. We have a love oracle here. So to understand more, we have freedom. Oh, all right, perfect. With the retreat card, I love it. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear. If you want it to be, if you want it to be, the path is clear if you want it to be. So in the retreat, freedom, you want this ability to have this freedom about your life, but there's nothing stopping you. Only thing stopping you is yourself. So you need to stay clear on this path. If you want it to be, you need to be in that realm of knowing you are deserving of love and you are lovable. So for understanding that, we have friendship. Okay. Friendship, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. See, friendship can also be friendship for yourself, and that's also in the correlation to retreat. You need to learn how to be a friend to yourself and love yourself and know that you are worthy and deserving and lovable of love. And in that friendship, the bond grows dramatically, because in that dramatic improvement in that bond, the love and everything that you're wanting improves twice as much as when you are dramatically improving your friendship, your bonds. You're nurturing, you're caring, you're listening, you're being heard, and you're taking that time, any time that you need, to retreat and know that you are deserving. Because again, you're staying optimistic. You have that positive thinking. You learn to listen. You learn to take in for your own thoughts, feelings. You take accountability to all of that, and you come back twice as strong. All right, guys? And then we have here, all right, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. I love that. It's with this card too. Not, you know, it's just this coincidental, guys. It's just so coincidental that these are all just so perfect for each card because it's perfect for you, okay, guys? So you need to learn to stay optimistic. You need to have that faith. Keep going towards that path. The path is clear if you want it to be. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Faith, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Faith, follow it with faith, guys. It will bring you romance. It will bring you this new desire. You're going to bring out this desire in you that you've already had within you, that you've been holding back. And it's now, it's wanting to, it wants to break through. Okay, guys? It's behind you. The past is behind you. Let it go. Let the past go with open arms, you know, and have those open arms ready for the new that's ready for you. Okay, guys? Because that is so much better for you. You know you deserve love. You are so lovable. You are so caring. You listen. You learn to listen. You also want to be heard. And that person that will love you, love you, cherish you, and basically just treasure you, will know that you also deserve this listening, this being heard, this deserving of love is going to be brought through this other person. If not this other person, it's just going to be brought through you. And that's just point blank because you are in control of how you want to be loved. Okay, guys? You know how you want your love to be, and if you aren't getting it, then you take that time to retreat. You learn to love yourself again. You learn to find the ways in which you want to be loved again, okay? And then you stay optimistic. You stay optimistic. Bring that positive thinking back and know that keeping the faith, that new path is available to you, okay, guys? And it's going to bring you so much love that you might already have, but it's going to be tenfold, okay, guys? And if you don't, then, you know, just keep going towards this path, because that is the point being. You need to just continue on the path to being in the loving space that you want, okay? So we have further cards here for guidance. We have prosperity. The universe is pouring in abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. All right, so I see, yeah, definitely you need to be open to receiving the new possibilities and releasing all of the past behind you, guys, okay? Nothing is stopping you. Nothing is stopping you. You are the only thing that would be in your way. Freedom is available to you. You need to just keep going on that path, and the path of least resistance, okay? Prosperity, and then purification. It's time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. So taking that time to retreat, definitely knowing when to say no and taking a stand for yourself, because you know what you want in your life, and you have to take it with open hands, open arms. You have to be open and ready for it, and you have to be open to just letting go and releasing all of which no longer serves you. Okay, guys? Because what could have been in your life now and is in your life now is what's hindering you in your path to where you want to be. We have to learn what is holding us back, and we have to learn to let go of it with an open heart, okay, guys? Because it's not going to always be there to help us all throughout our life. It might not. And we have to learn that in those times that it's not going to be there for the rest of our life, that we can let it go, because it's no longer necessary to keep holding on to, because your heart can't take it anymore. Okay, guys? So now I'm going to finish off with your reading. the energies involving this and how you might bring energies into attracting and just bringing in that love that you want, guys. Okay, so we have, first off, a blossoming abundance. So prosperity, we definitely are going to have this blossoming love, this blossoming abundance, guys, because everything is coming to you in just waves and waves and waves of just everything being so good and deserving. You are opening yourself up to the abundance of love, the abundance of your joy, your happiness. You want more of it, and that's where the freedom is definitely taking in more of that and having that openness to accepting it, because you are deserving of it. You are so deserving of all that you want in this life, pile one. You definitely are so very deserving, and you need to remind yourself that. You need to keep staying optimistic with that unwavering faith that everything that you want in your life, love, everything that you love and want, it's going to be there for you, and it's going to come for you, and it's there for you. You just have to be open to it. And we're going to finish off here, Angel of Balance. So again, with follow it with faith. The Angel of Balance is here to bring this balance into your life. It wants you to find this stability and this comfortability of all that you want. The love in which you seek is there for you, and if you listen to all that's around you, like I said, with your body, your thoughts, people telling you things, take in account to all that is, and knowing when it's time to retreat for yourself, so that way you can bring in this love again, this prosperity, this purification, this abundance, this blossoming, everything that you have to offer. It's coming, and it's going to be magnified every time you take yourself out of the unnecessary things in the world and focus on what you are deserving of. Love will always be there for you, pile one. You have the freedom, you have the friendship. All you have to do is listen and know that you can be heard. Okay? You can use your voice. That's another thing. Don't be afraid to use your voice. If you feel that anytime you speak up about something and you feel unheard, that is when somebody is not really listening, right? You need to have that listening, understanding, being heard, as well as you giving that to everyone else around you. Because what you give, you'll get. And that's what you have to remind yourself, is that if you want listening, you have to give listening. And if you want to be heard, you have to let someone else be heard. Okay, guys? So everything I see in how you're attracting your love and in your love life is definitely learning to take into account, to listen and be heard, to take that retreat for yourself and know that you are deserving, and what you have to offer, bring to the table, is beneficial to who wants to accept it. Okay, guys? So that is where I will leave you with your reading. I hope that it resonated with all of you, and I appreciate each and every single one of you for sticking around for this reading. And if you liked it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Maybe give me a comment and let me know what you think. And if you have any suggestions towards anything that you might want questioned for a reading, then please go ahead and put it in the comments below, and I will definitely put that into consideration for my next videos. So that's where I will leave you, pile 1, and much love to you. Alright, so pile 2, if you chose this pile with the red quartz crystal, then this will be your reading on how you attract, bring love into your life. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this right here, actually. And we're gonna go into this. I also wanted to give a forewarning and apologize with the noise in the background. If you hear anything, I am on a busy street, so my apologies for that. No control over that, so let's just get right back into your reading. All right, now we're going to start here with the crystal card I have here for you guys, and that is crown chakra. It says blue laced agate. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Divinity. Recognize the divine in the mirror. Okay, so you kind of bring that to the table within your love life, pile 2. And if you wanted to get blue laced agate to kind of help with that, that's definitely recommended for you within this reading here, pile 2. So now we're going to get into your love cards here and figure out what exactly it is that you do bring to the table. I see that you do recognize the divine, or you need to recognize the divine in the mirror more, excuse me, and probably bring that more to the table within your relationships, is having that divine sense of power in a way, but not necessarily like you want to hold power and control power. It's more just having that power within yourself and wanting power within your partner or your friends, family, whatever relationships you're wanting to correlate it with. It's you wanting to have and hold your own power, as well as giving that same understanding of confidence for others to have their own power. So we're going to go further into this, and it says, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So a divinity, kind of having that recognition, you are being guided basically through the steps you are wanting to take, but you know you need to make the effort. You know that it's not going to just be handed to you. You know it's needed to be put forth with action. So you making the effort and wanting that effort being made to you is something that is going to definitely, it's going to be a guided, stepped process. That's why it says here, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So if you want to have any kind of love in your life, you know that it's necessary to take the necessary steps in order to have that great love you are looking for. It's guided. It's a guided method because you know that you have your own process in which you wish to receive love, and you know that it's going to be given to you however it may. And you just need to be able to make the effort in knowing what you want and going forth and taking that action to getting it. Because it's worth taking. It's definitely worth taking. You definitely want to take those guided steps. Ooh, and then we have new love. So I see that maybe you could be having this new attraction to somebody, a new attraction from somebody else, and it's getting like you all interested, and that's probably where the effort is trying to be made, is that maybe a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So maybe that in that you're like, I don't know, should I really? Maybe this isn't necessary. Maybe I should kind of hold back and kind of see if it's worth taking. But if you don't even make the effort in like seeing what this new love has to offer for you, then it's gonna be just something that you're seeing from a distance, right? Or just playing off in your head, and you're just gonna think in that aspect of what if. And you don't want to think what if. You want to be able to make that effort, take the action towards that great love that is worth taking. But you just need to take the necessary steps, the guided steps, in order to get to that point. And you are worthy of this new love. So if you are feeling kind of hesitant and kind of like unconfident in your own divinity, then that's where you need to recognize that divine in the mirror again. You need to look in the mirror, and you need to recognize that you yourself are still divine, and you are still powerful, and what you have to bring to the table is a lot. And if you're making the effort, then it will be noticed. It will be recognized, okay? It will be recognized. The power that you're going to bring forth in taking that necessary action, taking those necessary steps, it's definitely going to ignite this new love. And that could be what that is also saying as well for you guys, for some of you, that you could be already standing in your power and taking that action, making those effort, taking that effort, making the effort, taking those steps, excuse me, and basically knowing what you have and what you want to have in your life with love. And that's what's bringing in this new love, this new feeling that's stirring romantic feelings, is because this person could be feeling that themselves, and and what they are feeling themselves is being pushed onto you, so you're feeling what they're feeling, and maybe you're vibing with that, so it's attracting you more. So that's where the feelings are being stirred romantically. So it could go into that play, or it just could be the aspect of bringing in this new understanding towards this new love that you could have with yourself, with new relationships. It could be with old relationships as well. So you can also build a new love within an old relationship, or, you know, not necessarily old, but, you know, a relationship that you've had and you've been in, and taking into account for what it's worth, for what you've grown into knowing as a couple, if you have been in a long-term relationship, long distance it be too, and just having this newfound love for this person, for yourself, and having that understandability for you that it takes the effort, and you have to make the effort. All right, guys. So we're gonna go on to, oh yeah, all right, so that's probably where the long distance kind of comment came into. Separation, maybe time apart is needed within this new love. Maybe the separation is what brings the new love. Okay, guys? So it's not necessarily like a separation, like you guys are going to literally separate and like break up or whatever the case may be. If this is in the correlation to a relationship that you might be feeling, this is a separation for you in the aspects of recognizing that divine power, taking in that power that you have lost, and gaining back that control again in your life. Because you might be feeling a little out of control. You might be feeling a little this, there, this, that, and everywhere. All right? So if you are feeling like you want something new, if you are in something currently, then making that effort and having that time for yourself and having that space for your own power and own understanding for what you're bringing to the table and what you're wanting is what's going to bring in this new love. And it can be the same aspect that you could still be stirring romantic feelings within other people, that you just have people having crushes on you, you know? You have people that are admirers, people that love and adore you for whatever reasons, and it could be in the aspects of seeing that love that you have for yourself, the power that you have within yourself, and it's taking in that separation from the people that you have around you, and taking into account for that same love that you can still have for yourself and for your partner if you are in a relationship. So it's really having that understanding, to still recognizing that you have all that you want and you have all that you need inside you. You have to bring forth, making that effort, taking the necessary steps, what's guiding you to what you are wanting. So in this separation, if it be that you actually have to separate physically, or it's just the separation of just not having any contact, or whatever it may be, it's necessary for you to have this, because it's going to bring about these new feelings, okay? These new romantic feelings that are stirring, or just stirring emotions in general. Your feelings are heightened, and you're wanting to be directed and guided in a direction that's going to bring about something that you are desiring, like it's a burning desire, this passion, excuse me. All right, now I'm going to go further into your love oracles to find out what these can actually mean and understand with too. So we have the first card of transformation. Okay, so I love that it's kind of like correlating with this card. Make the effort. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. So you transforming, you actually knowing your power and taking back your power and calling it back, and living in your light, living in your truth, living in your authentic self, your love. You're transforming, and it is about to deepen. It's the new love. It's the separation, the understanding, and transformation. It's going to bring all that you're wanting. Love conquers and transforms all things. We're going to be bringing this out, and says, okay, time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. All right, group 2, pile 2. All right, we're basically getting to the nitty-gritty of things. So that's where the separation comes into play. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Take back your power. Call back your power. Recognize your own strengths. What you, like I said, bring to the table. You are transforming, and you are deepening whatever relationships you are having and you're wanting. Just don't try too hard. Give it time. Relax. Ease into the situation, okay? Don't force yourself into the situation. Ease into it. Take those guided steps. Taking that effort, making the effort, taking the guided steps is what is necessary. And to finally figure out the whole understanding, says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. All right, so definitely within the vibe of the separation card, time apart from your partners on the horizon. Don't fear this if it is something literal. Okay, guys? What I see from this is basically you putting in, if it is something literal, like you breaking up or whatever, sorry to say, but if it is something like that, this is basically for you to have that understanding that it's you might have put it your all, you know? You might have put in your all. And maybe within that, it's the aspects that you are transforming to knowing what you're wanting, and that's why you're calling back your power, you're taking back your power, you're knowing who you are, this divine power that you have, and you're looking in the mirror and you're recognizing it, you're taking back and you're transforming. You gave your time. Don't think it's wasted. You gave it. It was a good run. But, you know, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So your main message from this aspect here, guys, are really just the point being that you really have everything that you want and that you want to offer is there. And it's just not needing to put it in one place
for someone that is going to take it for granted and be ungrateful. Transform. Take in this new love. Take in the separation if need be to call back your own new love for yourself, if that's what needs to be. Okay, guys? Sorry that got a little deep and maybe a little heavy there and everything, but I definitely hear and feel that for some of you, and that's just the point being that you need to understand where you are and where you lie to having what you have to offer. Okay, guys? Because if you're lacking and forgetting where you were at and what you bring to the table, that's taking that separation and recognizing what it is. Okay, guys? So that's what I have for you in that area, and now I'm going to bring out this further guidance for you guys. So we're going to bring out here past life. This situation involves your past life memories. Oh, right. So maybe you're basically living in fear. Maybe you are anxious and looking towards the past a lot for a lot of the things that you had that were good. You're probably reminiscing a lot on those past memories, those past life situations and everything that was so good before. But it doesn't have to be in the past, okay, guys? You can bring forth what you want to the present now and as well as into your future. You have everything that you want inside you. Remind yourself that. Recognize the divine power. Look in the mirror and recognize it, call it back, and take accountability for all that you're wanting, okay, guys? And then we're going to have here, the last guidance card I have is unconditional love. So there you go. Have unconditional love for yourself. Love yourself and others and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. So that's taking into you loving yourself, regardless of how you're feeling. Love yourself, regardless of how someone might be treating you. Love them. You can love them from afar. That it doesn't have to be, in a close distance. You can love and put out love. Okay, guys? You have love and you want love. So it's that point that you can have this unconditional love. So we're going to finish off your reading here with your energy cards and to have the overall energies of where you're bringing in and attracting love into your life. So we have rest and rejuvenate. All right, yep. Transformation and separation with making the effort. And the recognition with the divine in the mirror. So you guys really need to rest and rejuvenate. You need to take into account and appreciate yourselves. You need to appreciate what you have. You need to be grateful for what you have and what you offer. You have a lot that you can offer to anybody. And if you are feeling like you're lacking in those areas, that's where it's taking that time to rest and rejuvenate. Because in that rest and rejuvenation, you will transform. Pile 2. You will be much stronger and much more in tune with you and what you want in your love life. What you are manifesting. You are worthy of it. You are deserving of a new love, and it is coming to you. Just remember, give it time. Do not rush the process. Do not force the process. You will get everything in divine timing. Divinity, divine timing. That is what I see for you, pile 2, and that is where I think I will leave this reading here with you guys. So I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for taking the time to stay here for this reading and clicking onto my videos. And I would appreciate if you like this, to give it a thumbs up down below. If you had any comments towards this reading, please let me know. But if you also have any questions or anything that you want answered in another reading by chance, then please put it down in the comment section below and I can look at it and put that into account for my next reading. So I thank you again, pile 2, and appreciate you for your support, and much love to each and every one of you. So if you chose this pile with the strawberry quartz crystal, then this will be your reading towards how you attract and bring in love into your life. All right, pile 3. So I just wanted to give a little apology and forewarning that it might be a little loud in the background. I am on a busy street, so I apologize for that. If you do hear it being louder in the background, I can try to drown it out as best as I can, but we're gonna go from here. So, alright, we're going to get into this now. Pile 3, starting off with your crystal card here. We have heart chakra, rose quartz. That's the color there. Perfect. Self-love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. Yes, pile 3. Yes. Self-love is necessary, always. Remind yourself that you are deserving, you are worthy, and that you love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. You can only love others as much as you love yourself, so love yourself. Okay? Love yourself. Pile 3, I definitely see that there could be that struggle there for you, so it's necessary to definitely take that self-care, self-love, know when to, take a step back and say, hey, I need to recuperate and, meditate, whatever I gotta do. I'll get back to you. So we're gonna go on and start with your love cards here. And it says here, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. All right, forgiving and learning, definitely within the self-love, you're learning to forgive and learn again in these moments that you're healing. Okay, pile 3, you're literally releasing and healing from the past. You are reprogramming yourself because you have been trained, told, taught a certain way of how maybe love should be for you, and in all of that you have noticed that it hasn't been the way that you are wishing it to be. It might be the way that you've seen it to be, but it shouldn't be that way. And learning to forgive and learning again is that you experience that in the present. You experience more of that in the present moments. Your love flows in those present moments when you learn to forgive and learn again, because you will have that self-love for yourself to be able to forgive yourself, forgive others, and that is what brings that love. That is what strengthens that love. And we got here to continue on, express your love. All right, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So in this, it just means it just can be in the correlation to you wanting to go and give a helping hand to somebody. It could be, wanting to hug somebody, just having that comfort, connection, that just affection, in general, for, a kiss on the cheek, a peck on the lips, whatever it may be. Like, just expressing your love in ways as small as that can be so big and so strong to somebody else that might be lacking in it. And showing that in just your little ways that you can will definitely bring more to you. And that's where it's like releasing and healing from the past. You might not have been that way to express your love. So learning to forgive yourself and being able to express the love that you wish you had expressed to yourself from maybe anyone that you grew up with. It is that learning process, that healing process. You're releasing from those past traumas, past programmings, and you are expressing yourself, your love, in the ways that you want and need. More importantly, need. Okay, pile 3. And we're going to finish this off. Codependency. All right. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Maybe you are having a little bit of a codependency problem. It's if you're searching and seeking for other outward approval and advice continuously, and you cannot try to do that for yourself, that is where the codependency can be affecting your life. You need to be able to express yourself, pile 3, in the ways in self-love that you crave, because you might be told and be gaining something in a way that is just not the way that you're wanting, and that's just you're kind of following into this codependent aspect of, I'm just going to please you, and I don't know if this is really what I want, but I'm still going to do this for you. And if you're following into that pile 3, I really, really wish for you to really take into that account for self-loving yourself, because you have as much right to love yourself and express your love to others in the ways that you want and wish to express. Okay, you are worthy of whatever you are desiring. You are in control of all that you are wanting and needing in your life. Okay, you are in control of your life. You are able to express your love life and your life how you wish to express it. So do not fall into codependency where you are really relying on other people to really kind of just show you the way of life and kind of like just give you that silver spoon, you know, kind of helping you along the way, help giving you that like helping hand, because you literally just have been taught that way. It's not that you're wanting it necessarily, it's just that it's just the way that you were taught. And that's where forgiving and learning from these aspects is where you can learn to express your love in the ways it needs to be. So fighting the addictions of whatever that's affecting your life, if it's the addiction of the codependency, then you breaking free from that can definitely help thrive you in your love life, pile 3. So we're going to go on to your love oracles here. It says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So you have to forgive and learn what you could possibly be projecting. Okay, guys, you could possibly, you know, like I said, have been taught a certain way and you're projecting that out onto someone else, but maybe they aren't that same way, maybe they don't know. And but it's the same aspects of that. Maybe it's something that it's like deep down deep that you have, that quality you admire in that person, you have that deep down deep. And what you don't like, so what you see that you don't like in that person could be also what you don't like within yourself. And that is what is that projection. So you have to be aware of what you are projecting, because it's also a reflection. And so you have to take into account what you could be projecting and reflecting. Okay, so we're going to go on here to further understanding your cards. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, but simply allows and gives. See, that's with also the aspects of codependency. You can't just expect somebody to give you love and you won't give love, okay? So if you're giving love to somebody and they're not giving love to you, it's like, okay, well, I'm deserving of this love and you're deserving of this love, and we can be deserving of our loves, but I'm not going to claim you in your love, okay? You have your way of expressing your love and the ways that you want to be loved. So that is what you are and who you are, and I can't basically control that. I can't claim that as this is mine, because how I express my love is completely different from how you express your love. But there should be this closeness to understanding the loves, is that point, and you giving yourself to this person and having this understanding with this person to how they love and how you are to love, and then basically bringing that together. And then also in those spaces that you are apart, you have that understanding the love is still there. You're not claiming it. It's simply allowing it, and you're giving it that space. You're giving it the allowance of being what it needs to be. You're not controlling and trying to project the situation from things of what you want and what you don't want. You are learning that it just is, and you just have to allow it, expressing yourself how you need to and letting them express themselves how they need to. So it's letting go of this codependency and learning to forgive and learning again. And then we have here passion, a magnetic and seductive quality, surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. So there is this passion that's still there. It could be in the correlation to you having a relationship and you being in a relationship for so long that maybe the passion has diminished. Maybe you are pushing and projecting out qualities that you like and don't like onto people around you, and it's kind of affecting that codependency aspect of like your love life and everything. So putting into account for what you could use in those qualities, both what you don't and don't like, what you do and don't like from them and yourself, and then learning to allow it, because passion can still grow. Passion is still there. It's just being able to express yourself and having the love for yourself, the self-love that's needed, because you could be in just this place of stagnancy of like, it's just how it is and I don't see it going anywhere else, so oh well. But I definitely say that it can be different for you, pile 3, and if you're willing to go with it with an open heart and open arms, you can definitely have this passion again. Just learn to love yourself and learn to even have that love for the other person. Be grateful for the qualities that they have that you like so much, as well as be grateful for the qualities that they aren't, you're not particularly fond of, because in learning that, you're learning that you could also, again, have those qualities, that you could also be reflecting and projecting those. So you expressing yourself is how it's basically needed for you to have that love. You need to express yourself the way it's needed for you to be loved, and be able to have that expression be given from the other person, because you just need to allow it to be how it needs to be and not forcing it in any type of way. Okay, so we have further guidance cards here for you. It says, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are. You and your strength assures a happy outcome. So be strong. Take that power back for yourself. Have that self-love. Look in the mirror and take whatever you have to say to yourself from what you've heard from others and say it as many times as you need. Be strong and hold your head high, because you are able to express yourself how you wish to express yourself. Be strong, and that strength will assure a happy outcome. Oh yeah, and then don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So if you had learned a certain way of loving and living and how you should be, and you are relearning all of that into a new being, then stand up for yourself. Be strong, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right, pile 3, because you are worthy, you are deserving, and you are as much right in your own truth as anybody else. Okay? So if you believe that what you want in this life is what you want, and this is how you want to get it and do everything, and everything else is that, stand up for that. Believe it. Believe in it and be strong. and do not back down, because you need to stand up for what you believe in. You need to stand up for how you feel, and you need to take into account for what you want in your life, because nobody else can give that to you. You're gonna have somebody basically just telling you what to do 24/7. You're basically gonna have a parent with you 24/7. I'm sorry, that's how I see things, in that way sometimes. I'm not saying that you can have somebody there to help you if you need the help, but don't go looking for that help consistently where you're always relying on that person, where you yourself are even questioning what it is and how it is that you want things. Because if you have to question that and go and ask somebody, then that is where you don't really know yourself to the 100% authenticity that you should. So having that self-love, you can only love others as much as you love yourself. So if you are lacking in your self-love and you are basically feeling diminished in how you might feel and unconfident in areas, then you need to regain that confidence. You need to feel worthy again, and know that if you can love yourself, that you can love others, and you are worthy of having that same love that you can give to yourself. Okay, pile 3. So I'm going to finish off your reading here with your energy cards and basically the overall energies that you can have towards bringing in and attracting love into your life. So we have patience. To start off, patience. Yes, pile 3. Patience is definitely necessary. You need to have this patience to relearn and forgive all of what you had possibly learned in the past, and learning yourself again. And then we have yin and yang. All right, so yin and yang also, yeah. So the basically cause and effect, bad, good, you know, what you want, what you don't want. What I'm saying is you're taking into account with this patience, you're taking into forgiving and learning with everything that you were wanting to be. You're being strong, you're not backing down, you're able to express your love because you know that you have more to give and that you aren't going to basically be a shadow, okay? A shadow in the background for anyone else but yourself. You are your shadow, okay? You are yourself and you are your shadow. Your shadow behind you is going to be you, and it's going to be that thing that's going to show you that, hey, your shadow self is the worst self that you could probably be, because that's your shadow self, your worst self, the drama, the bad, and everything. But that's also shedding light for you to see what you can literally let go of. That shadow is going to be behind you. That shadow is there, and it's to remind you that you have that bad, and you had it. But you have this good, this light that you want to bring forth. You want to be strong. You want to have this ability to express yourself and have this love for yourself that you might not have had before. And that's the point, and where you have to learn that reflection of what you do and don't like, what you have that's been hindering you and holding you back, and everything else. You have to stand up for what you believe. Okay, pile 3, you have to definitely be strong and have this patience, because you know, in patience and be strong, it's you're not backing down. You're basically literally staying strong, and if you have to be strong for so long, that is your patience. Do not back down. Hold your strength high. Hold your head high and do not back down, because you can fight for how you want to express yourself. You can fight for how you want to be loved and love. Okay, pile 3, you are deserving and you are worthy. And that is definitely what I see for you, pile 3. You definitely need to gain back that strength. You need to gain back that self-love for yourself, because you don't need to follow anyone else, okay? You don't need to be in the shadow of someone else. You can have your own shadow. Okay? So that is what I have for you, pile 3. I hope that it resonated with each and every one of you, and that I hope that if you like this reading, that you go ahead and you can give it a thumbs up to let me know. And if anything, you can go ahead and put some comments down below for what you thought as well as maybe even giving me some ideas towards what you could possibly want as a question or answer to anything that I could possibly bring forth in a new reading. So again, that is what I have for you, and thank you so much, pile 3. Much love.